It's Lecture Tuesdays. Spicy realities to another episode of Leaving the Set Apart Unapologetically on Lecture Tuesdays.
Living the set apart. Unapologetically. Living the set apart. Unapologetically. Living the set apart. Unapologetically.
Okay, so we're starting with Frozen. So, have you ever experienced loss? Okay. Now, loss is not only when you lose someone physically to death, it could be the fact that you lose something very important to you. It can be a friendship, it can be a relationship. But then you see, when there's loss, especially when maybe you felt like you could have done better, you could have been better, you felt like maybe if you are just taking some resulting steps, maybe things would not have turned out this way. So your responses can be a response of regret, a response of reflection, especially if you know that you could have been in the wrong. Regret, reflection, it could be a response of rejuvenation. You're trying to get better, and so in that process of your response, before the response, it's just like you are caged in a cycle, in quotes. Your mind is going in circles. But the point remains that it could lead to tears. Tears are not only physical when you cry and then drops down and drips on your face, or tears could be when your heart feels like you are bleeding from whatever regrets or whatever you felt like you could have done better. And then your affections begin to blossom and boom, and you're like, you know what, we could be better. You know what, I think that maybe I could apologize. Maybe we could resolve things this way. And if you try means and things are not just working out, that process, when you begin to mourn, your affections run deep. And then that's where you have resulting afflictions of heartbreak, of some days depression. So just trust God when you go through a stage called Frozen, whether it's from loss, losing something important to you. It can even be a document, and you just feel like maybe if you didn't leave it in a certain place, you wouldn't have lost something that important. Maybe it wouldn't have been misplaced or displaced or maybe even stolen. So those resulting afflictions are what could result in trauma. So trust God when you go through a Frozen. I want you to know that there is nothing you go through as a child of God that God can't use for your own good. Even when you experience loss, the Bible says all things work together for our good. And so trust God when you go through Frozen.